Hey guys, it's the Black Hiking Queen, and I am so excited because I am on a trip in Vermont, and I'm so excited to be working with Manchester, Vermont this next couple of days. I'm going to be exploring, doing some hiking, a little bit of just learning about the culture here and a little bit of history, but I want to show y'all my room for the night. It is so cute, you guys. Like, this is Hill Farm by Sagra. I love it. Oh my gosh, let me show y'all. So when you walk in, this is the view. This is a bed, king size bed. So nice. I love the way it's decorated. It's stunning. And then outside you get a view of the barn. I'm gonna show y'all the, I'll show y'all the outside in a minute. First, we're just gonna look in here real quick. But this is the room. There is a little fireplace here. I don't even know how to use this because I've never used one. This is the bathroom. It's so nice. So right now I'm about to go outside. I'm gonna do a tour of the farm and then eat something and then call it a night because I've been traveling all day. But this is my first time in Vermont and I'm so excited. This is the farm, you guys. It is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's so beautiful here. Let's look at the front. You can see the mountains in the background are so beautiful. And it's so nice and peaceful. This is the inn. It has a wraparound porch. Looks really nice. I'm gonna be here forever. There's some alpacas out here. This is so cool.
The property, Hill Farm Inn, was founded in 1799 by the Hill family and a gentleman by the name of Ethan Allen. Originally, Hill Farm was a cereal grain farm.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so mostly growing wheat. And back then, there wasn't a lot of familiarity or knowledge about you know, soil health or crop rotation. What they did back then was grow a lot of wheat and just wheat. So it was a lot of monocropping, and it was just like, yeah, grow it, grow it, grow it. And if you think about soil health, and you have to think about, and like farming in general, you have to think of soil as a bank. So whenever you plant anything, you're taking nutrients out. Whenever you plant something, you're also putting nutrients in. So you have to kind of think about it in that way. And when you're growing the same crop, you're taking the same nutrients out and not putting anything back in. So it got ravaged by diseases and pests, and they were like, okay, you know, our wheat business isn't succeeding anymore. What do we do? So in the beginning of the 1800s, they started transition to a livestock operation, mostly dairy cows. And that's actually the original dairy barn with the original milking parlor, which is where the alpacas thrive now. We have 4 alpaca ladies.
Yeah, I saw that when I was walking by. I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah. Well, you're staying at the inn. Feel free to ask our guest services team for an apple. They'll give you an apple. You can.
Oh, I can be it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. So, and you know, beginning of 1800s, that's when that happened. And then in 1830, to kind of help with that transition to a livestock operation, they built the inn. The inn has gone through a lot of different iterations since then, but that is still the original structure.
Oh, wow.
But fast forward to last year, they partnered with us, Sagra, which our mission is to connect people to sustainable farms and the outdoors, which is really fun and exciting. And because this used to be a giant wheat farm, which actually expanded all the way out into those wetlands out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. You know, in order to pay kind of tribute to that agricultural heritage that existed here, we were like, why don't we build a farm, but one that can provide multiple purposes and isn't necessarily for the sole purpose of producing. Now it's spring again and things are really running, and for a half-acre market garden, there's so much that happens. So it's really exciting because this garden is also highly chef-driven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's highly chef-driven, meaning that there's a lot of varieties of vegetables here and plants that you wouldn't really see many other places. You know, on the World Economic Forum I read the other day, it's like there's over 400,000 different plants in the world. Half of those are edible.
Wow.
Right? Globally, we maybe eat around 200.
Hey, just 200?
On the shelves of grocery stores in the US, guess how many?
Like 50?
Less. It's like 40.
40? It's sad
crazy.
though, yeah. It's like, where are the vegetables at?
Where's the biodiversity at?
Yeah.
And that's where you kind of start seeing like lack of nutrition in our own diets because we're eating the same things. As you know, I touched on the wheat back then and the issues with that. And it's the same thing that happens into our body. If we don't have biodiversity, and I know you're a hiker, but one of the best things you can do is get out into different environments and experience different environments, because that introduces different, like, you know, microbial activity into your gut and really helps with, you know, your own overall health. But it's the same thing with what you consume and eat.
Yeah.
Little pea tendril taste test.
So we are tasting, what are we tasting?
Pea tendrils.
Pea tendrils.
Yep, so this is the beginning of the pea plant. I'm gonna zoom in right here.
Thank you.
Sure. Cheers.
Cheers. I just eat it like that? Oh, okay.
How sweet is that?
It's good.
Right? Tastes like peas.
Peas. Wait, is this the plant where the peas come from? Or is that, so there are peas gonna grow underneath?
It'll grow along the stalk of the plant. So you see here, there's twine, and we tie it to each post, and it's going all along the bed there. And you'll see these are the things that will hold on to, you can see they're gripping onto each other, but they're constantly trying to find things to hold on to. As you can see, it's like wrapping up here. So this helps them climb upwards. If we didn't have this, you'd guys just kind of be lay over. So this helps them climb up.
Interesting.
That's like the really cool thing about it. And what's really cool here, it's not just snap peas. Like we're growing a bunch of like different like dragon tongue beans. One pea that's coming from a company called Row 7 Seeds that are growing Beauregard snow peas, where they're purple. And even when you cook them, they stay purple. Tastes like an onion.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
It's really strong.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But people think just
onion.
like onion is just onion, but you can get so many flavors.
Wow.
It's in the allium family, so garlic. That's all garlic.
I love
right
garlic too. So
that's all garlic.
Oh, that's garlic. Wow.
Yeah, that's all garlic that got planted last fall. What's really cool about this is that farmers will plant that in the fall, so that way they have an early spring harvest. But it requires like very like incredible timing, because you want the roots to set, but you don't want it to shoot out of the ground and get damaged by frost.
Yeah, because doesn't it snow? It snows, right? So,
It's super cold up here.
Yeah.
So you want it has to be like perfect timing, so you can like have those roots settle. You want those shoots to shoot out after the cold and the last frost has passed. And then you'll be able to harvest this like kind of like earlier in the spring rather than having to wait for the fall.
Wow.
But what's really cool here is that, you know, as chefs, I'm one of the sous chefs in the restaurant as well.
Oh, you are? Okay, that's good.
So it's really fun getting to, you know, showcase like all these different kinds of plants, different parts of plants that people don't realize that they can eat. And what hopefully that does is encourage people to make connections with their farmers and be like, do you guys have any tendrils today?
Yeah.
Do you guys have any flowers? You know, and it's like, what are you guys growing, you know? And just redevelop that old way of thinking of like, know your farmer to its truest sense, you know?
This is Gabe,
Hi.
and he just gave me a farm tour, and he's also a chef, right? Yeah, and you've been here. How long have you been here?
I've been at this property since November, so I'm pretty new.
So November. Okay. Well, you seem like you know what you're talking about. What you're doing. So
yeah, I've been a chef for probably around a decade now, and I used to be a farmer for several years. I used to be a food writer. I used to do community engagement,
Wow.
work for environmental nonprofit, conservation work. So this is my realm.
Wow, yeah.
This is my passion.
I
Yeah.
can tell. I
Yeah.
can tell. Well, thank you for the tour. It was
My
really
absolute
nice.
pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah, so fairly new, got built. The structure itself got built about 2 to 3 years ago, I believe. And you'll see it's an open kitchen as well, and the open kitchen was built last year.
Last year. Oh, okay.
And just got finished last year.
Yeah, I didn't walk too far in there, so I didn't really see the whole thing.
So this is our dining room. Welcome to Sophia, our restaurant manager.
Yeah. Oh, so that's the actual kitchen. Oh, that's where you cook.
Yep, that's where we cook.
Okay.
And,